Charlie Dunn says BitKey is coming out with an inheritance option. Well, it's good. I think that that's one of the biggest, whenever I meet with people, like helping them set up a cold card or helping them with their wallets or just any questions that they have. The one question I always ask at the end of the meeting is, what would happen to your Bitcoin tomorrow if you died? If you got hit by a bus tomorrow, what would happen to your Bitcoin? Would it be gone? Would your family get it? Would all the time, energy, everything that you put into not only earning that capital, but the knowledge that you've accumulated through Bitcoin, all that would go to waste. So this is something that every single person who's watching the show today, live and after, really needs to consider. Like not enough people are talking about this. And I know it's not the funnest subject to talk about. It's much funner to talk about Bitcoin going to 93 million. But it is absolutely imperative that every single person who owns any amount of Bitcoin figures out an inheritance plan. And the one thing I also say at the end of it, and this might come back to bite me one day, but the one thing I always tell people is that if you don't have anybody in your life that you trust with Bitcoin and them being able to access it, just leave them like a one piece of paper, very similar to like the people who are new to Bitcoin. Just leave them a one piece of paper, a single document on paper, give it to them and say, if something happens to me, this is what you do with my Bitcoin. This is how to access it. And you can say, this is what I tell everybody. And it's going to sound like I'm trying to scam people, but just wait. But I said, if you need help, contact Jor. Here's his email. Here's how to get a hold of him. Here's his website. He'll help you move the Bitcoin, or he'll help you deal with the Bitcoin. And then after that, I say, make sure you put in caps, in bold, in italics, underlined. Under no circumstances will Jor or whoever's helping you with it ever need the 24 words. They won't need that. If they ask you for that, run. They'll be able to help you without those 24 words. They'll be able to help you move that Bitcoin or do something with that Bitcoin without the 24 words. So make sure whoever you have, whether it's me or somebody else in your life that's a Bitcoiner, make sure you put that. Make sure you put, they'll never need your 24 words. Never share these 24 words with anybody. So you should be thinking about this stuff. We're going to have a really good option for inheritance stuff through Bitcoin Citadel, the new venture we're launching. But in the meantime, this is something that you can do today, is just write it down on a piece of paper, because honestly, life happens when you least expect it to. And I think that everybody here would get sick to their stomach thinking about if something happened to them tomorrow and their Bitcoin, their family can't access their Bitcoin, it's a problem. And not many Bitcoiners are, having that conversation or having those thoughts, and they need to be.